Greetings guys, gals, non-binary pals, and welcome back to another video. I hope that you are well and I hope that you are fighting because there is a lot to be fighting for. As usual, there'll be a link in the description to the page on my website with a bunch of petitions to donations. Yep, that's exactly what I meant. As usual, there'll be a link in the description to the page on my website with a bunch of petitions, donations, emails to send to MPs, etc, etc. Now, you haven't seen me for a few days. It's a little bit longer than I normally go between videos, and that is because my boys, Stray Kids, released a new song a few days ago. And so I've had to take a few days to just like listen and process and appreciate. But I am here now, back to you with another Pride themed video, which is the most gay thing we can do, and that is laughing at hets. That's our favorite pastime, right? So I'm going back onto straight TikTok for the first time in a little while to suffer and laugh at the hets with you. Yeah, so that's what we're doing today. But before I get into it, I just want to take a moment to promote myself a little bit because I don't usually do that, and it's Pride Month, so I may as well get the most out of it, you know? I'll like abuse my gay power. So I usually do this at the end of my videos. I'm gonna do it at the start. I am Gen Z, right? I kind of crave attention on social media, and the amount of followers I have on other social medias compared to here is just unacceptable, you know? So while you're here, you should go follow me on Instagram, The Queer Kiwi, and Twitter, That Queer Kiwi. If you do, I will give you a prize, and that prize is fantastic content from me every day, except my Twitter. I am a nightmare on Twitter. I take it back. Do not follow me on Twitter. Do follow me on Instagram though. I'm still a mess, but I look cute, so. Another thing is that a lot of people don't seem to know that I have music. I actually have an EP that I released when I was 17 with 5 songs, and then I have 2 singles that were released last year. I am working on something that'll come out eventually. You'll get it when you get it. But if you wanted to check that out, that would be amazing. That would mean the absolute world to me. Music is what I've always done. It's what I've always wanted to do. So I have those there. I talk about like self-love. There's a song that is my end screen song called Monsters and Fairies, which was like a letter I wrote to myself for like eating disorder recovery. I talk about loving yourself first in a relationship and a whole bunch of stuff. If you wanted to check that out, that'd be really cool. And while you're on Spotify, you should also listen to Oh. It is a fantastic song. Even if you don't like K-pop, you will love them. I promise. Anyway, that's my self-promotion and Stray Kids promotion done for the day. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's laugh at some hets, shall we? POV, I'm possessed by a demon. It is so funny. That is one of the funniest TikToks I've ever seen. He makes so many of these too. I think I've reacted to some of his TikToks in the past. Like, he has a whole bunch of POVs and it's just close-ups of his face in the dark of him just like crying for different reasons. So that one was POV, you have an incurable disease, but you'll never be alone, I'm here. What? Why? These get hundreds of thousands of likes. Hundreds of thousands of likes each. Why? Are people okay? What is this content? Why does it exist? And how does it get that many likes? It's just quite... You know, he learned how to cry on command, and he's using that to his best, but I don't understand what possesses him to get it because he's a demon. I don't understand what possesses him to make these TikToks, but I guess they're not doing any harm. I don't know. Anyway, he also does other TikToks like this one. What? I genuinely don't understand this at all. Is it like you're not cool when you see your forehead? Like, oh, I hate I hate that. I guess maybe they have a point. Another one by him is on a similar... Who is saying girls don't like Italians? That is not a thing anyone has ever said. No one has ever said that. Where did you hear that? And secondly, what is it with this type of TikTok? It's one thing, like, I don't mind, and I quite appreciate the ones of people going from, like, being in sweatpants and whatever to then being in, like, full glam or drag or whatever. Those are cool. That's showing off, like, your art. It's not being, like, going from ugly to pretty. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the same thing. This is just... I don't understand the point. And also the, like, message of it is, like, no one likes you if you look like this, but I look hot, actually. There was that big trend, like, a few years ago, right? Where everyone, like, was wearing glasses and, like, drew pimples on their face and stuff. It's just toxic. You look fine no matter what, man. People will like you no matter how you look. Everyone has different tastes. One isn't better than the other. You do what you want. Honestly, other people's validation and approval means nothing. Just do what you want. And stop making fun of other people. Just for your own, like, gain. Go from being in, like, sweatpants or, like, just waking up in the morning to then looking your best. That's fine. I can appreciate that. But, like, uglifying yourself and saying that people say they don't like people that look like that, bit shitty. Don't do that. Don't support that. This man, he has so many TikToks. So here's another one. What? What? I don't understand what he's doing. His whole thing is that he's pretty, right? He thinks he's hot, and so that's his whole thing. He does nothing. He just exists in front of the camera. He's like, I'm hot and you know it. Do something else. Get a talent. Do something. I don't know. Being hot isn't a talent. And also, like, not everyone's gonna find you attractive. I'm not gonna, like, insult how you look, but I'm also not gonna say I'm attracted to you, because I'm not. So, it's not working. Maybe if you got a talent and a good personality, it would work better. This is the thing that men don't seem to understand, is that women are typically more attracted to personalities than appearances. You know what I mean? Like, the more I get to know someone, the more it influences my attraction to them. And this is, like, a thing that almost everyone I know experiences. Like, if I meet someone and they turn out to be a shitty person, they automatically look unattractive to me. And then if I meet someone and they turn out to be a really amazing person, they look much more attractive to me. It's like you're with someone, you're like in a relationship, and they look absolutely fucking beautiful and stunning. And then you have like a shitty breakup and you look at them and you're like, why was I ever attracted to them? They're not very attractive. And that's because you've lost that emotion. The feeling you had towards them has changed and you don't see them in like a positive light anymore, so they look less attractive. And I think a lot of men don't realize that that's what a lot of us experience. That, like, if you're a bad person, I don't think you're hot. And you don't have like a personality. As far as I can see, you just exist to be hot, and like that's not super attractive, man. Do something else. Is that too harsh? No, I'm just speaking the truth. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? No, I am not wrong. But I guess they do get like hundreds of thousands of likes. So maybe I'm weird. Maybe I'm the weird one. I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't get it. If I don't know you as a person, I'm not attracted to you. Cue all the comments saying I'm demisexual.
Dude, why is she not answering? Katie, where the fuck have you been? I've been calling you literally all day.
Yo, my bad. Hello.
Hi, sorry. Who's this?
I'm Katie's brother.
Oh, I didn't know she had a brother. Well, could you tell Katie that I've been calling her literally all day?
Yeah, she's in the shower, but I'll let her know.
Oh. Okay, thanks.
Do you want to hop on Valorant?
Sure. Yeah, cool. Do you think she'll like kill you for using her PC?
Yeah, she can't do shit to me.
Okay.
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
Yeah, I'm 20. How old are you?
I'm 22.
Oh.
Another random question. What do you look like?
I'm a brunette with blue eyes. Why?
Damn, you're just my type. Why are you being so quiet? You want to play?
Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Let's play then.
I know I already said I've seen one of the funniest TikToks I've ever seen, but I would like to circle back to that and say that this is the one of the funniest TikToks I've ever seen. What do you look like? Oh, blue eyes brunette? Damn. Just my type. Sir, what? How is your type? Listen, I just went over this 3 seconds ago, but how is that your type? Like, blue eyes, brown hair. That's my type. You don't know anything else about her, though. I would hang up. Oh, so sorry. I'll try again later. If my friend's brother answered and the first thing he asked me was like, how old are you? I'm 21. What do you look like? I'm leaving now. I feel very uncomfortable because you don't know him. If some like random man answered the phone for my best friend and said they're her brother, firstly, I would be very confused as to how I didn't know my best friend had a brother that she lives with. And secondly, no, I would just hang up. Sorry, I'll call back later. Why? What? Maybe I'm just an introvert with social anxiety, but this is very funny to me. Do people do this? Are people like this? Is this what it's like to be an extrovert? This is what I'm figuring out today. Am I gay or just an introvert? Is it the gay or the INFP? I don't know. Is this straight TikTok or is it extrovert TikTok? Let me know. Why is it such a big thing on like straight TikTok for them to just like joke about being attracted to minors? And it like moves past being a joke to where a lot of them actually do talk to minors, and yet they're still out here joking about it. Like 15-year-olds, you can usually tell are like 15. Maybe you shouldn't be like hitting on people that look like children. If you pulled up some random poor girl on the street and asked her to go to a party and looked at her like that, absolutely the fuck not. Awful. That is harassment. If two men pulled up next to me and started like looking at me like that and telling me to come to a party with a fuck ton of strangers, no, absolutely not. Do not talk to me. Do not ever do that. Never do that. Would you actually do that again? What? No one is going to accept that. Ever. Not a chance. That's terrifying. Sorry, it just makes me so uncomfortable. And it's so weird because they act like this is a normal thing to do. It is not a normal thing to do. Don't do shit like this. It's awful. About a month back, I did a video about the worst man on straight TikTok, and I'm gonna stand by that, but I thought that I would check back in on him, see how he's going, and just update you on what's going on with him, alright? He just makes me so uncomfortable. He just makes me so uncomfortable. He makes me uncomfortable. He had like 4 videos like that in a row about like choking women, and he's still pretending to be dating like his 15-year-old sister. Yeah. And he also posted this, right?
You want me? No. You want me? I mean, no. You want to hear it in Spanish? No. You want me? You want me? Yes!
And I watched that like 30 times to try to figure out what the fuck it means. I have no idea what this means. Can anyone Can anyone explain it to me? Does anyone understand? Because I sent it to Kat, and she also spent like a good 15 minutes trying to figure out what the fuck it means. So confused. At first I thought it was talking about like height, right? So like this tall, this tall, this tall, and like liking the shortest one, which is virgin, as like a fucking infant, which is disgusting, and it made me want to throw up. And then I realized that the numbers are like 20 centimeters, 12 centimeters. What does that mean? The only other thing I could think of was like vagina size, but that's like depth, but that's not how it works. And if he thinks that is how it works, that is the only thing I could think of. I'm so confused. So if anyone has any idea what the fuck he was trying to say, please comment, because I'm confused and all the comments also didn't understand. Yeah, I actually have somewhere to go now, so I'm gonna have to leave it there. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I am so sorry if it hasn't been super entertaining. I am still processing this. This is my entire brain right now, so I'm sorry. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I would super appreciate that. A massive thank you to my Kiwi Fruit and Kiwi Bird channel members whose names are up on the screen right now. And a massive thank you to my channel member of the day, Evelyn. I love and appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for joining. If you would like to become a channel member, you can click the top link in the description or the little blue join button. You get my videos a day early, as well as 10% off my shop when I have things on my shop. And as a Kiwi Bird channel member, you sometimes get little extra clips that don't make it into the main video. So I hope that you've enjoyed. Happy final day of Pride Month. I hope that you've had a good month. I hope that you feel more yourself. I hope that you've been able to express yourself a little bit more outwardly if you don't normally get to do so. I hope that you've stayed safe, and I hope that you continue to do so. I don't know why I'm saying that now. That's my final outros, which I will get into in a second. Yeah. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe. Keep fighting. I love you. Mwah.
And when you close your eyes